Far out, this is insane. You're not going to believe what I found underneath the ground. Oh my god, it's the sun. Ah! G'day and welcome to the underworld. I'm going to show you an app I use to locate difficult to find deep space objects. If you're a flat earther, you're probably going to think this app is made by the devil himself. But if you're a genuine truth seeker, keep watching. This app is Redshift. Let's open it up. It's going to take me straight to my location, Eastern Australia, right there. I love how the app automatically points towards the south. This orientation is perfect to transition into the next thing I want to show you, the southern sky from our backyard. Take note of that tree there because I'll finish off this vid with a time lapse of the night sky right from this location. I have the motion control on, so wherever I point the camera of the iPad, the Redshift app will show me what's in the sky and also what's under the ground. I'm panning around to the north here so I can show you where Polaris always is. Actually, I've never seen Polaris with my own eyes, so maybe it doesn't exist. And there it is. Polaris is minus 33 degrees below the horizon. What's interesting about this is my latitude is 33 degrees south of the equator. This is now the North Polar region. All the stars here I've never seen. I can only see the stars that are above that green horizon line. If we slowly pan up to the sun, we'll see the sun icon from the app match up with the actual sun. This is what I want to show. I know the iPad isn't tracking the sun, but because the location of the sun is so predictable, the Redshift app is able to use the accelerometer in the iPad to predict where the sun is going to be at any given time. If I move the iPad around a little, you'll see that the app compensates by moving the map back towards the sun. This is the kind of thing that gives me confidence in the app when I point it at the ground. I've had many truth seekers tell me this app proves nothing and it's only a two-dimensional representation of the sky, and even they themselves could write their own version of this program showing how the sun and the moon move on the flat earth. Yes, flat earthers, that would be fantastic. Can you guys please make a star map program showing how the flat earth luminaries work on the flat earth? And then I can test it from Australia. And don't forget, it needs motion control just like Redshift. If we use the Redshift app at night, we can have a look at where the sun is. Oh my god, this is a revelation. The sun is under my feet. Who knew? This is how I can use the Redshift app to prove Polaris is where it says it is. The app shows Polaris at about 33 degrees below my horizon. If we then pan up to above my northern horizon, this shows the arc that the stars make around Polaris. When viewed from the northern hemisphere, this would make a circle in the sky around Polaris, but from the southern hemisphere, I can only see a semicircle arc. Now, if we speed up the footage, we can clearly see that anti-clockwise motion of the stars around Polaris. And to prove the shape and motion of the arc across the sky from this vantage point, I do this. This shows that Polaris is way down there below my horizon. I started making this video in August when we still had amazing clear weather like this. The humidity was still low, but winter was coming to an end and the contrails were getting a little shorter. But then the freaking equinox happened and like a hammer, the humidity arrived and put an end to the perfect clear skies. It went from this to this. Over a month of rainy, overcast days and nights. It completely sucked and made getting the time lapses of the southern sky I wanted increasingly frustrating. I finally got a small break in the weather, which actually turned into a miracle from Mother Nature and just cleared up perfectly for the nighttime time lapse. So here's the southern sky from our backyard. The Redshift app is all set, so let's hit fast forward. This part is actually an hour and a half of footage sped up, and then I'll go into the time lapse like I did with the northern sky. We see that clockwise motion happening this time, and to prove it's actually happening, I give you the southern circumpolar stars from Eastern Australia. And look, no bright Polaris star in the middle. The southern pole star is there, but it's really faint. It's really hard to see in this recording. So really my whole point of this video is to show how the Redshift app matches what's in the sky, and then when I point it at the ground, it shows me what's under my feet. So how does it work? The Redshift app uses the iPad's accelerometer. The accelerometer is a device that can measure the force of acceleration, whether caused by gravity or by movement. An accelerometer can therefore measure the speed of movement of an object it is attached to, for example, this iPad. Does this mean I can use the accelerometer in the iPad to test gravity? If I drop the iPad, the view will move because the camera has moved, right? But will the star map move? If the star map moves when I drop the iPad, that means gravity has been detected. Let's see. Let's drop in 1, 2, 3, drop. Well, look the fuck at that. Fuckity fuck.